30,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up
with the Minnesota Vikings. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Here's Barkley. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week, and here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Barkley. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on his first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, Gibson.
And a little spin cycle, room to run now. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, Barkley. He gets it to Thomas. Touchdown!
Logan Thomas.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, Barkley. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
He's going deep for Brown.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Here we go. Yeah.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off play action. Barkley. He's going to let it go again. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A big play there for Minnesota.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
Mond's throw complete there to Smith.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, Barkley. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Throwing on 1st down. Barkley, flush to his right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick. There he goes left side.
They should have put a stamp on
And he
me.
will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
From the gun, here's Mond.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19.
Another try after the first down sack.
Mond.
There. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamin Davis.
20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think
now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Mond out of the shotgun.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
12 yards on the play, but it's 3rd down.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Now Mond. They're going deep downfield for Boykin.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
.43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They run the counter. It's Gibson, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Barkley. That's Samuel, caught left side. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Barkley eluding the pressure right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him.
and he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he stopped immediately there. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
One more time with Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone.
9 seconds to play, and likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barkley. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Barkley. Flushed. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. They're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run. Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Now Cook running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward.
And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings.
Irv Smith Jr., his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. McLaughlin for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes this Washington 35, Vikings 30.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Mike.
On second down, here's Gibson again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Watch the safety creep.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
The point after is good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
On second and 12, Mond. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mond going to throw it.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws, and how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They try again with Cook. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Here's Mond.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off play action. Barkley. And he will find his man, Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, Barkley. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Point after up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Mond looks to throw.
And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Troy Apke. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Barkley. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
Extra point safely through. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On 1st down, here's Mond.
It's caught. Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Mond's throw there taken in by Smith.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mond's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Trucks over him.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Benjamin St-Juste there on the stop.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Irv Smith Jr.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go concern. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point up and through, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second down, here's Mond again. Setting up the screen for Cook. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen, and it turns into a nice positive play.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Mond's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's brought down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air, 32 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through, but in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, Mond. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it.
because otherwise you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
78 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.